Maharashtra and Goa. The rest we will continue in this video. Karnataka. The coastal area of Karnataka are covered with thick teak trees. Okay, Mangaluru is the capital city of the state, and spices and coconuts are grown here mainly. So the coastal area of Karnataka is covered with teak forest, and Mangaluru is the capital city. And spices means masale and coconuts are grown here. Mangalore is an important seaport. Mumbai was the most famous one, right? Now Mangaluru is the important seaport, and tea and coffee plantations are located on the hill slopes of Karnataka. In the slopes of Karnataka you will find tea and coffee plantations. Now we will see about Kerala. Kerala is also known as God's own country. It is a beautiful state, God's own country, because it has many temples there. Thiruvananthapuram is the capital city of Kerala, and rice is the main crop, while the crops grown here are coconut, rubber, coffee, cocoa and spices. So you will find coconut, rubber, coffee, cocoa and spices, masalas over there. It is also called the land of coconut. You can see here in the picture there is a coconut tree shown. So coconut tree is called the tree of wealth, as all its parts are useful. उसका हर हिस्सा हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं, इसलिए उसे tree of wealth बोला जाता है. The coir from the tree shelf is used to make rugs, carpets, mats and mattresses. The outer shell of coconut is used to make different things. You can see here. Malayalam and English are the main languages spoken there. Kathakali and Mohiniyattam are the famous classical dance form of this state. And the important festival is Onam. The snake boat race is held during Onam. Means एकदम snake जैसी लंबी boats में कॉम्पिटिशन्स होता है कि कौन फर्स्ट पहुंचेगा. तो जो बोट रेस होती है वो ओनम के टाइम होती है. केरला इज़ हाईएस्ट लिटरेसी रेट इन इंडिया. सो केरला होल्ड अ हाईएस्ट पोजीशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ लिटरेसी रेट, एंड कोची इज़ वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट स्पॉट्स ऑफ इंडिया. वेस्ट बंगाल. Kolkata is the capital city of West Bengal, and the main crops that are grown here are jute and rice, and many jute and textile mills are situated here. Durga Puja is the most popular festival in West Bengal. Okay, you can see here jute bags. So Bengal grows jute and rice, and Kolkata is the capital city. And Durga Puja is a popular festival which comes at the time of our Navratri. Odisha. Bhubaneswar is the capital city of Odisha, and it is famous for temples. The Sun Temple at Konark and Jagannath Temple at Puri are famous all over the world. We have seen in the previous chapter also about Odisha. The state is also popular for handicrafts, means handmade state. Chilika Lake is the largest saltwater lake in Asia, is a major tourist attraction. Okay. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, as Telangana was also part of Andhra Pradesh, but it was separated lately. And farming is the main occupation of people. And what is grown here in abundance? Rice. Means rice is grown here everywhere. Visakhapatnam is an important seaport, and it also has shipbuilding yards. Means ships are also builded here, and iron and steel plant are also there. Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, last one. So what is the capital? Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu, and it has a seaport and an artificial harbour. The southernmost tip of India is known as Kanyakumari, which is in Tamil Nadu, and it is surrounded by 3 seas: Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. What Chennai is famous for? Silk sarees. and Marina Beach is the longest beach in India. So if anyone asks you which is the longest beach in India, then it is Marina Beach, which is famous all over the world. Rice is the main crop of Tamil Nadu, and that's why Tamil Nadu is also called rice bowl of India. So you have to remember which is okay. So you have to remember what is called milk capital of India. Anand is called the milk capital of India, and rice bowl of India is Tamil Nadu. So Pondicherry is an union territory and which is towards the south of Chennai, and it was at one time a French colony. Means when French people visited India, they were used to live there. Aurobindo Ashram attracts a large number of foreigners, especially French. So these French people now also visit this Aurobindo Ashram. So and even many foreigners are attracted towards this. So we have came towards the end of this chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Rest we will discuss in next week. Thank you.